Have you ever wondered if she feels the same way you do? Here's something most men never realize. The deepest emotions often make the least noise. Right now, there could be someone in your life who's completely in love with you, but you'd never know it from what she says. Because she's not going to tell you. Not directly. Not with words, but here's the secret. She is telling you. Every single day. Through her actions, her energy, and dozens of subtle behaviors that most guys completely miss. Today, I'm going to decode that silent language for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to recognize genuine love, even when it's hidden behind silence. And trust me, once you understand these patterns, you'll never misread the signals again. Why silent love exists. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why would someone who has feelings for you keep them hidden? It seems counterintuitive, right? We live in an age where we're supposed to communicate openly and express our feelings. So what's going on? Here's the reality. Vulnerability is terrifying. Think about it from her perspective. Maybe she's been rejected before and the wound still stings. Maybe she's watching to see if you're emotionally mature enough to handle her heart. Maybe she's from a culture or background where women don't make the first move. Or maybe, and this is more common than you think, she's showing you in every way possible, and you're just not fluent in her language yet. Psychology tells us that when stakes are high, people protect themselves. And what's higher stakes than risking your heart? The truth is this. Love doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes the most powerful feelings are expressed through 1,000 tiny actions rather than 3 big words. So if you've been waiting for a dramatic confession, you might be waiting forever. But if you know what to look for, the truth is already staring you in the face. Let's break down exactly what that looks like. She treats your words like gold. Here's your first sign, and it's one of the most powerful. She remembers everything. And I don't mean just your birthday or where you work. I'm talking about the deep cuts, that story you told about your high school basketball injury, your complicated relationship with your father, the fact that you're allergic to shellfish, your dream of one day visiting New Zealand. Think about your last few conversations. How many details does she recall that even you've forgotten you mentioned? Here's why this matters. Human memory is selective. We remember what's important to us. Research in cognitive psychology shows that emotional significance dramatically improves memory encoding. When someone matters to us, our brain naturally prioritizes information about them. She's not taking notes. She's not trying to impress you with her memory skills. Her mind is simply treating you as significant, storing away pieces of you like treasured artifacts. The test. Mention something small and see if it comes up weeks later. If she's referencing details you barely remember sharing, her emotional investment is real. Most men completely overlook this sign because they think it's just politeness or a good memory. It's not. It's her subconscious revealing what her conscious mind won't say. Her body tells the truth. Let's talk about something fascinating. Body language never lies. You can control your words. You can filter your tone, but your unconscious physical orientation? That's operating on autopilot, driven by attraction and emotional connection. Here's what to watch for. In group settings, notice where her body naturally positions itself. Not just where she's standing, but which direction she's facing. Check her feet, they're the most honest part of body language because people forget to control them. If they're pointed toward you, even when she's talking to someone else, that's significant. Notice her shoulders and torso. When you speak, does she turn fully toward you? Does she lean in slightly? When you enter a room, does her posture shift? This isn't magic, it's evolutionary psychology. We orient ourselves toward what we value, what we're drawn to, what feels important. It's a primal mechanism that bypasses our conscious control. Here's the pattern. If you consistently notice her in your orbit, angled toward you, maintaining proximity even in crowded spaces, that's not coincidence. That's gravitational pull created by genuine feelings. Pay attention to this one. Bodies betray secrets that lips keep locked away. She invests in your happiness. Sign number 3 is about effort without expectation. Love shows itself through action, not grand romantic gestures designed for social media, but small, consistent acts of care that make your life better. What does this look like in practice? She texts you an article about something you mentioned being interested in. She offers to help you move or study or prepare for that big presentation, even though her weekend is already packed. She shows up with your favorite snack, She remembers you're stressed about something and checks in on you later. Here's what separates this from general kindness: selective investment. We all have limited time and energy. We choose where to spend it. If she's regularly going slightly out of her way for you, creating small pockets of joy or relief in your day, she's investing emotional currency. And here's the key insight: she doesn't do this for everyone. Watch how she interacts with other people. Is this level of attentiveness universal, or are you getting special treatment? Psychologists call this relationship maintenance behavior. When someone is emotionally bonded to you, they naturally want to nurture that connection through actions. She might not say, "I care about you," but when she brings you coffee exactly how you like it without being asked, or remembers you have an important meeting and wishes you luck, she's saying it loud and clear. She guards your reputation. Here's a sign that reveals deep loyalty. She protects your name when you're not there. This one's powerful because it happens in your absence. You might never even know it's occurring. Someone makes a dismissive comment about you. Someone misunderstands your intentions. Someone questions your character, and she speaks up. She corrects the narrative. She defends your honor not aggressively but firmly. Why does this matter? Because it costs her nothing to stay silent. There's no reward for defending you when you can't see it. There's no audience applauding her loyalty. She does it because hearing you misrepresented genuinely bothers her, because she knows the real you, and she wants others to see that version too. The psychology here: when we love someone, attacks on them trigger protective instincts. Their pain becomes our pain. Their reputation feels connected to our own values. You might catch glimpses of this. A friend mentions that she spoke highly of you. You overhear her correcting a misconception. She casually mentions having set someone straight about you. This is love in action. Quiet, unnoticed, expecting nothing in return. Just pure instinct to protect what matters. You make her beautifully anxious, sign number 5. She gets nervous around you, but in that excited, can't quite hide it way. Watch for these micro signals. She laughs a little too enthusiastically at your jokes. She fidgets more in your presence. She plays with her jewelry or touches her hair. She might stumble over words occasionally. Even if she's normally articulate, she double-checks her appearance before seeing you. This isn't about insecurity, it's about investment. When someone matters to you, their opinion matters. When you care about making a good impression, adrenaline kicks in. When attraction is present, the nervous system activates. Compare this to indifference. If someone feels nothing for you, they're calm, neutral, completely at ease. That's actually what absence of feelings looks like. But if there's this subtle electricity when you're around, this gentle nervousness mixed with happiness, that's someone whose emotional system is responding to your presence. Neuroscience backs this up. When we're near someone we're attracted to, cortisol and dopamine levels shift, creating that butterflies in the stomach sensation. She's trying to play it cool, but her body is having a whole different conversation. The questions that reveal her heart. Here's where things get really interesting. She asks about your future, not in an intrusive, interview-style way, but with genuine curiosity that goes beyond small talk. Listen for questions like, what do you want out of life? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What kind of life are you building? What matters most to you? Why this matters? People who are casually interested stay in the present. People who are emotionally invested start wondering about compatibility over time. She's doing reconnaissance, not in a calculating way, but because her mind is naturally testing scenarios. Could our paths align? Are we building towards similar things? Would our futures fit together? This is long-term thinking showing up in conversation. She's not just enjoying the moment, she's wondering if there could be many more moments ahead. Relationship. Researchers have found that future-oriented questions are strong indicators of serious interest. They signal that someone is moving beyond attraction into evaluation of genuine partnership potential. If she's asking these questions, she's not just wondering who you are. She's wondering who you could be to her. When another woman enters the picture, the final sign. Subtle jealousy that slips through the cracks. She won't throw a tantrum. She won't make a dramatic scene. But when another woman captures your attention, something shifts. Watch for her energy becoming quieter. A slight withdrawal, a casual comment that sounds light but lands heavy. A change in her texting pattern afterward. An uncharacteristic coolness. This isn't toxic possessiveness, it's involuntary emotional response. The thought of losing you to someone else creates genuine discomfort because you matter to her. Here's the psychological principle. We don't feel jealousy over people we don't care about. Jealousy requires investment. It requires the possibility of loss to mean something. If she's feeling that pang when you mention another woman, when someone flirts with you, when your attention goes elsewhere, that's not insecurity. That's her heart revealing itself despite her best efforts to play it cool. The key is recognizing the pattern without exploiting it. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding that her emotional reactions are giving you information her words won't. What to do when you see these signs. So here's where we are. If you're seeing multiple signals from this list, the truth is clear. She has feelings for you, deep ones, and she's waiting. Maybe she's waiting for you to notice. Maybe she's waiting to feel safe enough to speak. Maybe she's waiting for a sign that you feel the same way. But she's there, emotionally present, quietly hoping, silently invested. So what do you do now? Step 1, stop waiting for a confession. Start recognizing and reciprocating the energy she's already giving. Step 2, create safety for vulnerability. Show through your actions that her heart would be safe with you. Be consistent. Be present. Be genuine. Step 3, make your intentions clear. If you feel the same way, tell her what you appreciate about her. Let her know she matters. Give her a reason to believe that opening up won't lead to rejection, because here's what you need to understand. The worst outcome isn't taking a risk and being wrong. The worst outcome is letting someone who loves you silently believe that love doesn't matter. Don't be the person who missed what was right in front of them. Love doesn't always shout from the rooftops. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides in small gestures and stolen glances and remembered details. The question is, are you listening? If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Share your story. Tell me which sign you've noticed. Let's keep this conversation going. And subscribe, because we're diving deeper into understanding connection, attraction, and authentic relationships. Remember this: the most powerful love often wears the quietest disguise. Learn to recognize it, honor it. And if you feel it too, don't let silence win. Thanks for watching. Now go pay attention to what's been there all along.